All right, most people install VirtualBox or VMware to run virtual machines on Windows. But what if I told you Windows already has a built-in tool that does it for free? Here's how to create virtual machines on Windows without any third-party software. Today, we're enabling Hyper-V and setting up a full Windows 11 virtual machine from scratch. This is genuinely useful for a wide range of situations: testing software safely without risking your main system, running a sandboxed environment for security research, setting up isolated lab configurations, testing applications before deploying them, or simply having a clean, throwaway Windows installation you can snapshot and reset at any time. Everything we're doing today is free, built into Windows 11 Pro, and requires no third-party software. Before we jump in, Hyper-V is Microsoft's hypervisor, the software layer that manages this virtualization. It intercepts the VM's hardware requests and translates them to use your physical hardware efficiently. Unlike VMware or VirtualBox, Hyper-V is built directly into Windows 11 Pro, Enterprise, and Education, no separate installation required. Hyper-V requires hardware virtualization to be enabled in your BIOS. On most modern systems, it's already on by default, but let's verify before we proceed. Right-click on the taskbar, then click on Task Manager and open it. Click on the Performance tab, then select CPU from the left panel. In the lower right area of the CPU information, look for a line that says Virtualization Enabled. If it says Enabled, you're good to go. Skip to the next section. If it says Disabled, you need to enable it in the BIOS. Restart your computer and enter the BIOS using your manufacturer's key, F2 for Dell systems. Navigate to the Advanced or Security section and look for settings labeled Virtualization Support, then Intel Virtualization Technology, ITX, AMD-V or SVM mode depending on your processor. Enable every virtualization feature, apply changes to save, then click on Exit or use F10 for some model. The computer is booting up normally again. Go back to the Task Manager and you'll see that virtualization is now enabled. We can now proceed to the next steps. With virtualization confirmed in the BIOS, let's enable Hyper-V. Click the search bar and type Turn Windows Features On or Off. Open it. Scroll down the list until you find Hyper-V. Check the box next to it. This will also automatically check the sub-items Hyper-V Management Tools and Hyper-V Platform. Also check Virtualization Machine Platform and Windows Hypervisor Platform. These are optional but useful. Click OK. Windows will install the necessary components. This takes about 2 to 3 minutes. When it finishes, it will ask you to restart. Click Restart Now. Now, let's get the Windows 11 ISO ready. We need it to install Windows 11 inside the virtual machine. Open your browser and go to Microsoft.com or search for Download Windows 11 and navigate to the official download page. Scroll to the Download Windows 11 Disk Image ISO section. Select Windows 11 Multi-Edition ISO for x64 devices from the drop-down, choose your language, and click the download link. The ISO is approximately 8.8 gigabytes. Save it somewhere you'll remember, your Downloads folder or a dedicated VMs folder on a drive with plenty of free space. If you've already downloaded the Windows 11 ISO, you can reuse the same file. After your system restarts, Hyper-V is fully enabled. Let's open the Management interface. Click the search bar and type Hyper-V Manager. Open it. The Hyper-V Manager interface will appear, a clean administrative console showing your host machine name in the left panel. Click on it. A central area that will list your virtual machines, and an Actions panel on the right. Right now, it's empty because we haven't created any VMs yet. Let's change that. One easy way to quickly create virtual machines is to use the Quick Create option. Click Quick Create in the top right corner. Here, you'll see options to easily create a virtual machine simply by selecting the operating system. You can choose Windows 10, Windows 11, or Ubuntu Linux. Just click Create Virtual Machine to get started. We'll move on to option 2 to have full control over what we're doing. In the right-hand Actions panel, click New, then select Virtual Machine. The new Virtual Machine wizard will open. Click Next to move past the introduction screen. Give your VM a descriptive name. I'll call mine Windows 11. You can also change the storage location if you want to save the VM files on a specific drive with more space. Click Next. Specify generation. This is an important choice. You'll see Generation 1 and Generation 2. Select Generation 2. Generation 2 VMs use UEFI firmware, support Secure Boot, and are required for Windows 11 since it needs UEFI to install and run properly. Generation 1 uses older BIOS emulation and won't support Windows 11's installation requirements. Click Next. Assign memory. Set the startup memory for your VM. For Windows 11 to run comfortably, assign at least 4096 megabytes, that's 4 gigabytes. If your host machine has 16 gigabytes or more of RAM, assigning 8192 megabytes, 8 gigabytes, will give you a much smoother VM experience. In my case, I'm going to use 16 gigabytes because I have enough memory and I need a powerful VM. Leave dynamic memory enabled. This allows Hyper-V to adjust the VM's memory allocation dynamically based on actual usage, which is more efficient than a fixed allocation. Click Next. Configure networking. Click the drop-down under Connection and select Default Switch. This is a virtual network adapter that Hyper-V creates automatically. It allows your VM to share the host's internet connection through NAT. Your VM will be able to browse the internet and download updates without any additional network configuration. Click Next. Connect virtual hard disk. Select Create a virtual hard disk. Set the size to at least 64 gigabytes. This is Windows 11's minimum recommended installation size. For a lab environment where you'll be installing additional software and tools, I recommend 100 to 127 gigabytes to give yourself comfortable room. The virtual hard disk is stored as a single file on your host drive, a VHDX file. You can choose where it's saved here. Click Next. Installation options. Select Install an operating system from a bootable image file. Click Browse and navigate to your downloaded Windows 11 ISO file. Select it and click Open. Click Next, then review the summary screen showing all your configuration choices. If anything needs adjusting, use the Back button. When everything looks correct, click Finish. Your virtual machine has been created and will now appear in Hyper-V Manager. Before starting the VM, we need to make one important configuration change. Windows 11 requires Secure Boot, and Hyper-V's default Secure Boot template needs to be set correctly for a Windows installation. Right-click your newly created VM in Hyper-V Manager and select Settings. In the left panel, click Security. You'll see the Secure Boot section. Make sure Enable Secure Boot is checked. In the Template drop-down, confirm it's set to Microsoft Windows, not the Linux template. This ensures the Secure Boot certificates match what a Windows 11 installation expects. Enable Trusted Platform module. Also in Settings, click on Processor in the left panel. Increase the number of virtual processors from 1 to at least 2. Giving the VM more processor cores significantly improves performance. If your host CPU has many cores, setting this to 4 is better. In my case, it's already configured automatically based on my computer's processing power. Click Apply, then OK to save all settings. Now let's start the virtual machine and install Windows 11 inside it. Double-click or right-click your VM in Hyper-V Manager to open the Virtual Machine Connection window. Click Start, the green Play button at the top. The VM will boot from the Windows 11 ISO. You'll see the familiar Windows Setup screen appear inside the VM window. Press any key quickly to boot from the ISO file. If you missed it, like I did here, shut down the virtual machine and start over. Important, the VM window captures your mouse and keyboard when you click inside it. To release control back to your host machine, press Ctrl plus Alt plus left arrow. Work through the Windows 11 setup exactly as you would on a physical machine. Select your language and click Next. Select Install Windows 11 and check I agree everything will be deleted. Click I don't have a product key, you can activate later. Select your Windows 11 edition, Pro is recommended for a lab environment. Accept the license terms. You'll see the virtual hard disk we created. It will show as an unallocated drive. Click on it and click Next. Windows Setup will create the necessary partitions and begin installing. The installation takes approximately 15 to 25 minutes inside the VM. Let it run through the restarts. The VM will restart several times during installation, which is completely normal. When the installation completes, Windows 11 will launch the out-of-box experience setup wizard inside the VM. Work through it as you would on any Windows install. For a lab or testing VM, I recommend creating a local account rather than signing in with a Microsoft account. This keeps the VM self-contained and not linked to your personal Microsoft account. To access the local account option, click Set up for work or school. Click on Sign-in options. Select Domain Join instead. Set your username and password. Remember these, you'll need them every time you log into the VM. Complete the privacy settings. Skip optional features you don't need, and let Windows finish preparing the desktop. When you land on the Windows 11 desktop inside the VM, the installation is complete. Once inside the VM desktop, set the display configuration to large for full screen. Log in using the local account created during installation. There you go. You now have a Windows 11 virtual machine set up for testing and other purposes. Here's one of the most powerful features of virtual machines that makes them genuinely invaluable for lab and testing work: snapshots. A snapshot captures the complete state of your VM at a specific point in time. The operating system, all installed software, all settings, all open files, everything. You can take a snapshot before making a risky change, and if something goes wrong, roll back to the snapshot in seconds. The VM returns to exactly the state it was in when the snapshot was taken. To take a snapshot, right-click your VM in Hyper-V Manager and select Checkpoint. Hyper-V uses the term checkpoint instead of snapshot, but they're the same thing. Give it a descriptive name like Clean Windows 11 Install, No Software. Take a checkpoint right now with the VM at a clean, fresh state. This becomes your baseline, a point you can always return to no matter what you do inside the VM. And that's the complete Hyper-V and Windows 11 VM setup. From enabling the feature and downloading the ISO, through creating and configuring the VM, completing the installation, and setting up snapshots for safe experimentation. If you hit any issues during the Hyper-V setup, VM not starting, secure boot errors, network connectivity errors inside the VM, drop the details in the comments and I'll help you troubleshoot. A like and a subscribe helps the channel grow, and I post practical Windows and lab guides every day. Thanks for watching.